Hi everyone. So I was just laying in bed at home and I was thinking I wanted to make a video. I was like, where can I make my video? I said, right here in bed. I'm going to make this video because I'm comfortable and I'm just sitting here and thinking about my life. And honestly, I don't know if I can even explain how happy I am right now, how much peace I have inside my soul. I'm just grateful for everything in my life. It's different. It's so different. I don't worry as much as I used to. I'm working on things that I've been trying to for my whole life. Confidence is a big one. And I mean, it's way different. And it's what else? My prayer life. I have been wanting to be more confident there and in my faith, right? I really thought that, I had a great relation with Jesus before I did my fast. But ever since I've done that, my prayer life has been more confident. I'm constantly thinking about God. I'm constantly praying, and He's taught me to be specific when you pray. Because of course the typical prayers, I pray for healing, I pray for protection over my family, and happiness and everyone. I'm constantly praying for people. That includes you. I swear that He's taught me how to intercede, and I'm just lifting up names of people I haven't talked to, and my friends. So that's a large amount of you. And I just lift up God's children to Him. That's a lot of people, but to be honest, He's with everyone. He is, whether you know Him or not. He's constantly trying to, pursue you, and He won't against your will, but He does love you. And I mean, it's pretty much all of this piece that I'm trying to explain. It's it wouldn't have happened if I didn't have Jesus. I was sitting here thinking of how, at one point in my life, I was worrying all the time. I was so anxious and had so much anxiety and stress. And, I worried so much about what people thought, and I cared so much about people. And, I think of, at one point I was actually really depressed, right? And I don't throw that around lightly because, people can become that and might not even realize that they are, or don't know how to, change, or, I don't know. I'm just sitting here thinking of how I'm not that way anymore. And I remember the point when I was breaking is when I felt depressed, and I felt alone. I felt so much shame from my past regrets, my past mistakes, everything was, all those were haunting me, and I just felt so alone. Although I had people I cared about around me, I just couldn't see, and I was trying to explain how I felt, and they just didn't. I felt that they didn't understand what I really meant. And to be honest, it was my own head, own mind, just just being overwhelmed and confused and like listening to all those lies that like, you know, I'm not good enough, I'm stupid, or all that, like nobody cares, you're all alone, like that was not true. And I was like so believed it. And it was like I was at a point when I was like, I can't do this on my own. I was crying in my car, and I'll never forget that day, because it was like just me listening to worship song and crying in my car, asking God I need you. I need you in my life. I can't do this anymore. And like that's when it all changed. It went uphill from there. Like I know what I have inside my soul right now. And the joy is just in everything. Like I'm, you know, the people in my life, my friends, like Min, my parents, my brother and sister, you know, my extended family, and Rusty even, you know, and then I can go into all the friends I've had for a long time or, you know, recently, and I feel like so connected to people, and like, you know, I've always wanted that, and I wanted to see me. I want them to see me for who I am, and they do, and maybe they always have, but I didn't believe that, you know, because I didn't have the confidence, you know, and I just don't really know when I make these videos what I'm going to say, but I just wanted to try to explain how life is right now for me. Like, and I'm just grateful for my job, like my home that I'm in. It's not all perfect. I mean, you know, we're still trying to we want more things, like to get married, have kids in like the future, you know, and buy a home and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's not, money's tight, you know, but we are living, right? And we have food and we have a car, and, you know, just being grateful for things really does help. Grateful, like being positive, you know, and I wasn't always that way. I was really negative and hard on myself, and complaining all the time, and that's not how I am right now, and it's really nice. And it's thank you for just listening and hearing how I've been, hearing how my life is right now, and yeah, there's a lot going on. Like but I've balance. I have some type of balance where I have like a set schedule, and you know, I'm like going to school online, and I'm working, and then I have Bible studies, and you know, I have a lot of time to do things I've been wanting to do, like, you know, and I find beauty everywhere I go, and it's just like I'm just so happy that God is like always with me, and it's really him. He's the difference. He's how I changed, like, because Christ is in me, and I feel led by him, and constantly praying, you know, and thinking of like all my friends, and when they say a prayer, I'm lifting up that prayer. I'm not just praying for you and that's it. I'm lifting you up in prayer, and you don't even know it, but you don't need to know it. You know, God knows. And I believe, like, that confidence that he built in me, that my prayer is enough. Like, it will be heard and will be done. Like, and that sounds, yeah, I will, that's where I want to be. I want to be able to pray for people and it be done, you know? And I can't have doubt like I used to all the time in myself, and I can't have that doubt. I don't want that doubt anymore. Like, I'm starting school, and it's like I'm ready for whatever happens. And thank you for listening. Have a good night, and I hope you are all doing well too. Okay, bye.